So which animal is better? Is that it? The cat or the dog? What's the best pet?
Cat person, dog person.
I can already see the chat here.
Yeah, and I guess, I mean, you can obviously go both ways pretty easily.
which one's worse? Like, what if you meet like a certain person, like, he's a cat person.
Okay, I'm a cat and a dog person.
Yeah.
Probably lean more toward dog, but you don't come across a crazy dog lady.
It's a good point.
Ooh, you know what, though? There
Great
are
point.
It is a good point.
I think they're less common, but they're out there. You know that there's like those ladies out on the farm with 12 dogs?
If they have a farm.
Yeah, that
Beautiful.
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
If they live in a one-bedroom New York apartment,
Right.
that's crazy.
Or just, a house that's just made for cats.
So what's the big question here?
I think this came about because Simon's thinking about getting a cat.
Right.
He has a dog already,
Yeah.
and now is your decision a cat or another dog, or is,
Yeah, and now I'm starting to lean towards a dog, but
Why?
my daughter, I think, is kind of set on a cat thing.
Get a cat. Poppy
Well-
needs to be put in her place.
But I guess there's a prey drive or something prey with these particular breeds, dachshunds and poodles, that they're very instinctive. Like, you have to be really careful and keep them separate and do like a lot of like it's legit.
Poppy's going to want to kill the cat.
Right. So
Poppy-
that's,
it's
and I'm
weird,
going
though,
like,
'cause-
oh, that's a big pain in the ass to deal with.
Poppy's like got a huge attitude,
Yeah.
unless a dog would like stand up to them.
Right.
Yeah, probably. And there hasn't been many cases, but like she was just being sat by somebody because I had to leave town. And she has a dog who watches her and they get along fine.
Yeah, true. It's very true.
So you go, I know it's not common, but it's nice to know, like, oh, good. I'm glad that, because she can be good with dogs, but then sometimes she's just really shitty.
So definitely you should not get a kitten.
Well, that was the whole point of me doing this too, to like go, this dog, I want this dog to fall in love with this little thing and watch it grow up and see it from, and there's stuff to be said for
I don't
that.
think it would work that way.
Well, then I think I might need to get a dog.
So are we going to have two dogs here all the time?
No, if I do that, I'm going to be leaving them together.
And which is good because
Yeah.
it'll be I get that.
That's
All right.
exactly what I'd want. That's one of the reasons why, because if I got a cat, I'd want that too, because Poppy's just this.
You know what I think a good answer would be is a little bit of cat science, having Poppy around someone's cat a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Just a
that
touch of that so you can see what Poppy's reaction might be, because that's the big mystery here, no?
it is. And what the good thing to do, like, and I would never want to do it, but your house is a house of animals.
It is a house of animals.
Right. So you've got a couple dogs at
Right,
least.
because a
And-
girl lost one of her babies
Right.
this
So-
last year, so we are down to 2 cats and 2 dogs.
Right. And I think if Poppy went in there off leash after 5 minutes, it'd be cool. But I'd have to like be able to walk away from that, and I'd feel bad too if Poppy was an asshole to like any of the animals. So
Yeah, fair. It'd be cool to see Poppy with those 2 cats, though.
Real
Right.
quick, the dog that passed away
Yeah,
at your
Rambo.
house, was that the one with the rap sheet?
No, that's Jasper, our cat.
Oh, so your criminal dog is still there.
What do you mean, criminal dog?
Your dog
Jasper's
had
a
a parole
cat.
officer. Oh, the cat. The
Yeah.
cat's the
The
criminal.
cat,
The
Yes.
big Maine Coon.
Your cat's got a parole officer.
The big one had
Right.
had to be visited by the sheriff weekly for a while.
Weekly.
Yeah,
Oh,
the rap
God.
sheet. No, he's a thug.
Because he bit somebody, or what happened?
At the dentist.
Oh,
At the vet. The assistant refused to wear gloves and was holding him down for a shot, and he didn't like it.
if I worked at the vet, I would assume I'm going to get bit weekly.
And he's such a sweet cat. Like, it's
Right.
unlike him, so he was highly bothered.
right, and they should wear a lot of protection.
Yep.
Of course, there's certain things when you need to have your fingers full dexterity or whatever the hell.
You wear a thick
But-
glove. What are you doing?
Right.
It's an animal.
Yeah, and he's a sweet boy. He really is a sweet boy. You've met him.
Yes.
He's a dumpling. You can do whatever you want with him. He's one of those.
But if I were to get a cat, I've decided I know which kind, but I really am leaning against it. Siberian, because they're supposed to be some of the most hypoallergenic, even though they've got the hair. They've got ratings for like dander and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I I like the aloofness of a cat. I get why people like. I was just talking to my cousin recently, and she really dislikes cats, and I just got
She dislikes cats.
Really dislikes cats.
Yeah.
And
Well, a lot of them are. Yeah.
yeah, as if they've really hurt her feelings in the past. Like they're so like they don't give a shit, and they don't blah 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 this or that, and you know whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but some will give you love, like. Some will give you
less
affection, like
less
joy.
though. I think.
I mean, less, but man, not at
Some
our
are.
place.
Yeah, they're all different.
Depends on the breed.
But I feel like with a dog, 90% chance that dog's gonna want your
for
attention.
sure.
Yes.
Cat, it's probably like less than 50.
I would agree with that, not knowing anything.
Yeah. Jasper always comes up whenever we're watching programs. Almost 100% of the time, will be joining us and watching TV with us.
Remember that
Getting
cat
that
commercial?
Oh, see, that's great.
Yeah.
It's a truck commercial with Walter in it. Do you remember that?
How old is this?
Maybe in the last 7 years.
Okay.
And the guy's like, "Hey, let's go, Walter." Walter jumps in the truck. Then they like ride through the countryside to the lake. And then like he's like, cat's playing fetch. Everything. He's doing everything a dog would do.
Yeah,
You
right.
don't remember that?
Yes, I do. I
don't. I do
remember
not.
that, and it was a. Did you say? I think it was a Super Bowl commercial.
Might have been. Because I remember like they played it at the movie theater for a long time before the movies.
Okay.
And now my wife and I go, she's like, man, I want to see that Walter commercial.
Let's bring back these commercials. I was just, and I know it's in a segue, but like I was just noticing that like there's a few out there that have been used since I was a kid. That I'm like, wow, like if you were the person behind that like marketing idea, and they're like, like Corona's got like Merry Christmas, and it has that palm tree,
Christmas
lights
lights.
up. I mean, that's been like freaking. I want to say late '80s.
They got their money's worth in that one.
Yeah, and the Hershey's Kiss bells that
Yeah.
ring,
Yeah.
and like a couple of other ones where you just go like every year. It's like
Budweiser frogs. They could bring those back.
they could.
But-
I want to see some retro shit, man.
You could switch up the reptile. You
It'd
know what I mean?
work.
Come on.
And it's not going to cost them anything. And people will be like, "Oh wow, they're loving these old commercials."
Just air it.
Just run that filter through it, make it look like it's brand new. but
Where's the
show us
beef?
Where is that beef, bitch?
So, bringing us back to cats and dogs. I'm admitting this double standard. I can understand, even though I like cats and dogs, and I lean more toward dogs, but I love cats. I've had my own cat before. If you don't like cats, I get it, right?
Yeah,
Like, because they are wildly different. We know cats they're little aliens. They're little fuzzy snakes with legs.
they're really dangerous too. They're intimidating. Like they'll mess up like
They can fuck with stuff.
10-year-old pretty easily.
Yeah, they can do. Yeah,
And
and so can a
yourself.
dog.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, hugely.
I know,
you
but they're little, so they're sneakier.
I mean, okay, fair, but they probably are in the end going to do less damage.
Don't they have a bigger chance of like just spraying their stink everywhere?
A male
A male.
And ripping shit up.
ripping shit up, doing all those cat things, Yeah, so it's a
don't want that.
roll
That
of
is a-
dice.
That's a worse smell than a dog.
I
When
think
cats do that.
the point I was getting
that,
toward
yeah.
is, personally for me, unless you've had a childhood trauma or something, if you don't like dogs, I don't understand you.
There are dogs that I don't like,
But I agree.
but dogs
I'm
in
with you.
general, I'm like,
I'm talking in
I'm usually
general.
gonna like them.
In
Yeah.
general.
Abso's not a dog guy.
No, that blows my mind.
It doesn't blow mine.
He does act like a 70-year-old woman a lot, and he's like, I'm gonna fall and break my hip, or something. I don't know what his
He's got
his
some weird-
problem with dogs are.
Yeah.
What are you going to defend yourself, Apsra?
No, he can't.
He's not here.
This is how it works.
Damn,
And
yep.
hey, and since he won't listen to this, what does Apser do when he sees a dog?
Squeals.
No,
He barks.
Oh,
he does.
Yeah.
By
he's-
default, that's all he knows how to do around a dog is just.
he doesn't know how to act around a dog. That's true. You're absolutely right.
That's all he does. So fucking
I'm
weird.
honored that he loves Poppy. I really do think
He
he loves
doesn't love
Poppy.
Poppy.
You don't think he loves
No,
Poppy?
no.
He doesn't.
Shit.
Sorry,
I
dude.
think he does a good job of faking it.
Of course, that's his job.
That's all he
A
does.
lot of love in
Is that what
part.
makes you think
Lot of
he
love.
likes Poppy?
Was that the sign?
Yeah, that was it, man. Who else barks at another dog unless
When
he
you guys
loves
aren't
them?
here, that's all he talks about is how much he hates Poppy.
A true dog lover goes for the belly.
Yeah.
It's funny because we
When
have
Poppy does the wiggle, you go for the belly.
we decide to have this conversation, and Absro is absolutely a cat person. Like I didn't think he was an animal person, or person.
He's a cat person.
You know?
Yeah, he's
But
barely.
he's a cat person big time.
Leans toward. Well, yeah,
Even-
it is.
He loves that cat. Like,
Yeah.
oh, my cat, our cat.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely like.
Yeah.
grabbed-
And before that, he's been talking about cats for years and
It's
never
true.
had one. Now
Yeah.
he's got one.
Yeah. He's not to be trusted, Absro. But
No,
man, I want you to have a cat.
I know you do, but I mean, like, man, what are the?
I understand the concerns though.
Just don't bring it in the office, man.
No, I wouldn't.
I
I wouldn't. This would be a. It's also great that like you can leave a cat
For days.
for days, and it's like okay, no big whoop. And
Yeah.
especially, well, that's the thing though. It's kind of shitty. I mean, some cats they don't like that. Like Siberians, apparently.
Yeah. No, a little
Not a
bit more
big
needy.
fan.
Some are for
yeah,
sure.
because
but-
they're more dog-like. Dog.
and
More
it is
dog-like.
interesting. You can be gone for a week. You can be gone for 10 days. And your dog is losing its shit when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
Cat's like, what's up? Oh, you were gone?
you're
Oh,
back.
What's up?
Yep. Hey.
Your dog goes crazy after 10 minutes,
A
probably.
couple minutes, yep.
Yeah, that's the annoying
Which
thing.
is
It'd
wonderful.
be nice to be able to dial. Yeah, it's nice to be able to dial it back. It would be great if Poppy wasn't so damn happy.
Yeah,
to
you
see
don't
me.
want him to be that way, but it is unconditional love and
It
whatever
is.
it is.
Or insecurity
Insecurity.
and like a fear of never coming back.
What I choose to do is go bark, 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 as soon as I get back. And Emma's,
That's
what the
it.
fuck are you doing?
Poppy has no skills. That's Poppy's problem. Your dog can't do anything.
You know what? No, my dog can run around a little bit, so that's something. Like most dogs.
Yeah, that counts.
It's low blow poppy time.
That's it. I was surprised at her ability to grab shit and run around with it.
Yeah. She's able to grab her leash and jump on your leg.
Every now and then my girl will go on a phase because she legit sent me the other day. See these pictures I'm just scrolling by?
Are those all cat pictures?
These are all, about getting another cat.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, what are you doing? What is happening right now? And she just goes in. This is the problem. If I don't have granted, our work schedule around the holidays is obviously different, but we're still here working. And she had 6 days off in a row, and that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So then these things happen.
Oh, so 6 days equals wanting to get a 20-year
Yeah,
commitment.
apparently. But a couple names,
Potential.
should you get one. I liked Lord Fluffington. Was
Yeah?
nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other one I really liked. Let me.
This
here we
just
go.
the name or the cat?
The
that you
name of the
like?
cat.
Just the name of the potential.
Just the
cat.
name.
Megatron Arredondo. Megatron Arredondo is a good name.
Who named
I don't
these?
like that name.
This
Sorry.
is the you got to rescue. You don't like Megatron?
That's a rescue name.
Yep.
Okay.
I like Mega.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the name of my daughter already named the cat
That you don't have?
that we don't have?
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
think it's funny, but I know you like to judge names.
Yeah. I
Pickles.
do.
Judges everything, right?
Huh?
Pickles.
I like that name.
Pickles.
It's a good
Yeah.
name.
Pickles is cute.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good name. We both liked it.
Does
but
the cat have to be green?
Yes. We're going to have to, if the cat's, but we can start dyeing the cat green as a kitten.
That might be a reason that Abster
Every-
actually doesn't like your cat because he hates pickles.
Oh, man. Any person out there right here, like, if you don't like pickles,
That's what this podcast should
I
be.
question you.
Yeah.
We can change it.
We change
We
it now.
could. If you don't like pickles, you're practically dead to me.
Well, they might listen. I love pickles. I love vinegar on stuff,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's on a sandwich
Yeah.
or in collard greens.
Okay.
I just like that kind of. What is that flavor? Is it tart or is it sour?
It
It's
is
almost
tart and
it's
sour.
A tart sour, yeah. I would think Abstro being a redneck like you, growing up down in Redneckville, vinegar is huge down here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the barbecue.
Well, even the barbecue, is vinegar based here.
But
around
does he
here.
like vinegar
Yeah.
on barbecue?
Probably.
He must
Yeah.
like. I mean, he not must, but I think there's one barbecue he likes more than the other. So
Now, granted, vinegar is not a pickled but there's
no, there's
they're
a
in
lot
the
of
same
vinegar in
world.
there. They are, but because vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Well,
I used to drink capfuls of vinegar as a child.
yeah. It's
I was
supposed to be
Drink
good
what?
for you.
Capfuls?
Cap.
Yeah,
Not
I would
capfuls.
cap. Yeah, not catfuls. Yeah, I would take the cap, unscrew it, and pour it into it, and then drink it.
That's-
I liked the
Yeah.
really weird tart feeling that it gave you.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Maybe like I liked a salad, not enough to eat the salad, but I kind of like that zing of the dressing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new one for me.
So that's something that I did a lot. And my daughter, she did something kind of similar, but it wasn't that, but something similar. I forget what it was that made me go, we're both.
Was it a coffee creamer?
No,
'Cause that's what I used to drink when I was a kid.
Coffee creamer?
Little coffee creamer things.
The
That
half and
at
half
like truck stops, yeah.
I think
The ones they
Simon's
bring
is
out.
probably healthier.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah. But that's I'm
It's a
surprised
weird
you
kid
didn't get
thing.
sick because I always equated that shit to, even though I'm sure it's fine. It was always just room temp, so
Yeah.
it just scared the crap out
Oh,
of
and
me.
they'll keep them for
It's a dairy.
decades. Decades they'll keep them. If you're at a truck stop,
Never chunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
I bet there's some still sitting in that truck stop from when you were a kid.
some little idiot kid slurping them down.
Yeah.
They're chunky. Come out in just one globule.
I think vinegar's
Globule.
good for like helping your body process sugars
And
stuff.
cream's not good for anything.
Vinegar's good for you. Yeah, cream. Shit.
What's the benefits of cream?
Not one.
There's not a
The
single benefit.
happiness. The benefits are happiness because you fucking
It's weird, I
smile
admit
when
it.
you eat stuff that just
Fucking weird. You
Has
didn't eat
cream
any
in it, man.
one weird little thing when you were a kid?
Sure. Yeah.
You probably ate leaves. Like dried fall leaves you
No.
probably ate. No,
It-
you.
Surprisingly, I didn't eat leaves. I remember, this isn't weird. I don't
Poke
think.
salad?
I did eat poke salad.
That's
a
weird
lot
as
of poke
shit,
salad.
kind of.
right, and was of the backyard,
This
right?
stuff that grow in grandma's backyard. You got to pull the leaves off at the right time. This is like a red stalk, like weed.
right.
And you got to pick them at the right time, and then you kind of cook it up and add eggs, and I loved it.
you cooked it up.
Yeah, cook
I
it for
thought
like
it
a
was
week.
like a cold salad. I forgot. Yeah, you had to cook it a lot, right? Because it was basically like not food to anyone else.
Yeah, it could definitely just be a weed if it's not done right. I don't know how to do
You go,
it.
you could eat this. We're gonna fucking call it a salad.
We ate a lot of weird stuff out of her yard.
No, man, that's cool. It's probably fucking better for you than the shit that I was eating.
Have you eaten a persimmon?
I have.
God,
Yeah,
they make your mouth. It's like they take. I don't know.
It's
weird.
It's not great.
If they're super ripe, they're sweet, but then all of a sudden, like your mouth starts like drawing up, like I don't know. It's almost like the moisture's leaving your cheeks or something. It's weird.
Oh, and you've had just a muscadine grape on its own.
Oh, yeah, no, they're-
horrible.
yeah.
It's horrible.
It is.
The skin is that of a human.
And it's 80% seed.
Yeah.
It is. There's so many seeds. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
You would only eat that if you were trying to survive in the wild.
It's true, and you'd hate it.
They make wine out of that stuff.
I know, and it's horrible. Horrible, sweet garbage. It's probably I could see Absho preferring a muscadine wine over
And a cat.
And a cat.
Sipping on his muscadine.
Yep.
His
Petting his
sweet
fucking cat in his little stupid rocking chair.
And
Yeah.
wearing a crocheted shawl, watches movies at home because he didn't like going to the theater.
That's right. That's you, Absro.
We should all make sure we listen to the podcast that we're not a part of.
That is so true.
You have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been
Shit.
grilled. I've heard things in the past.
Yeah.
If one of us isn't at a stream, we're fucked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's why I don't like to listen because I already get annoyed enough, I don't need
You
to
call
add
in.
shit
You'll
to
call
it.
in a heartbeat. Remember we used to
have.
do that during. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
On a stream.
I've stopped. Just like reading the comments sometimes when it gets negative,
Yeah.
you got to step away.
Yeah.
You feel that little zing.
Oh.
It's weird. Be 3,000 lovely comments, and there's one. You're like, this motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Nah, actually, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I don't give a shit anymore either. That's what I say.
Yeah, it's fun to lie to people.
It is. Yeah. But cats and dogs are both beautiful.
They are, but this conversation has kind of made me realize that I think I have to try to convince, and which is weird because to have to convince. Like when I was a kid, I so wanted a dog. It took a lot of begging for a very long time.
Did you take care of it?
I did. I walked it, man.
There
That
you
was
go.
taking care of it as far as I was concerned.
Because that's usually a broken promise, isn't it, from kids?
Yeah, no, my parents held me accountable on that one, and even up until I did it. I started smoking young, but I would use it as my okay, well, good. It was even better because at
you
night
take a little
I can
walk
go
out,
and take
yeah.
a smoke break.
Yeah. Come back, you both smell like a
Oh
cigarette.
yeah.
That's a good tip for parents.
Right.
If I'm going to walk the dog, you got to get him smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your kid wants to walk that dog all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe smell. My father used to smell my fingers when I got home for like the smoke the next.
You should have put 'em
'cause
in
I
your-
used to have to wash my hands.
You should put him
beforehand.
right in your butt.
I should have.
Hey, you pull one off.
He
and
was freaking obsessive. He was a nut.
He cared about you.
give you
He
shit
just
about
likes smelling
something.
He just
fingers.
wanted to give you shit about something.
All right.
Yeah, I
Finger fetish.
Yeah.
Let me smell your feet.
Yeah, come on now.
You've been smoking. Let me
with
smell
the-
your feet. What?
Little toe smoker.
You probably didn't have any like rules.
Yeah, because you're a primate. You're a Neanderthal.
I didn't have a lot of rules growing
You
up.
didn't have a lot of rules. I kind of knew that.
My mother and I were about the same age,
Right.
and we were both kids just doing our thing.
She'd hand him a stick and said, "Whoo!"
Yeah, but
Run
like,
out.
like bedtime, you probably didn't have like bedtime was like when you retired.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put yourself on your own schedule though to sleep at night.
I mean, I'm sure she
So
tried
that's
to
good.
get me on something, but there was hardly anything at home where I was like, Mom won't let me do this.
Right. Oh,
Hardly
good for
ever.
6 p.m. They did their 2.5 hour prayer, and it was sleepy times.
But she was, she was like 20 years old.
yeah,
And
you. Yeah.
your mom's always been the cool kind of hippy dippy ish.
Yeah.
Like not hippy dippy, but you know what I'm saying. She's always had that mentality of like, she's
Hey,
always
yeah.
just felt like a bunch of love, and I feel
Yeah.
like she's probably been that way her whole life.
and then like,
It'll work out.
so my parents split up when I was 2. So she was like single, but had been dating the same guy for a long time. But but he was still like, he's like early 20s too.
Yeah,
So his house, when we go visit him, it's poker night, it's drinking, like it's parties over there all the time. So I'm just around a bunch of people partying.
Right.
They were all great. They felt like aunts and uncles,
Yeah, good
But,
peoples.
But for me, it was a good environment to grow up in because
'Cause they
everybody
all-
was so social.
and they were happy.
Yeah,
That's cool. Yeah,
happy and social.
So you had, you didn't have like a couple of people in there that made things like the cops were getting called. every
Only
once
takes
in a while.
one dick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause, when my parents
Dysfunction.
had like card parties and they were at our place, like they were some of the happiest memories I have.
Yeah.
Because they were all happy. You know how
Yep.
that just comes down to the kid.
Yeah, it was a great way to grow up around people and see what friendships can be like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that one day.
We should raise kids just here in the office
We could
because
like
we have a good friendship.
out back make a little corral.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
you treat them like you do the animals in Minecraft.
We can get them to do
Big
work
hole.
for us.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the sneaker business.
Yeah, we can do, or like screen printing. Seriously.
That makes sense.
We could be doing some like high dollar, like art limited run t-shirts, silk screened by kids.
Some kids are really good at stuff.
Yeah, especially if you force them to do it over and
Yeah.
over and over.
So and you got to brand them so you don't lose them if they get out. If they get out of the cages, mine crypto and stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be fun,
Yeah. This sounds like we stayed on topic.
as we always do.
So you're going to get a dog?
It sounds like a dog.
What you got to do is bring a puppy. Bring a puppy home.
Poppy's gonna lose her shit regardless of any other
regardless.
attention elsewhere.
Right. It's got to be whatever is done. It's got to be like introduced. And it's so weird. Like she's some sort of ferocious thing, but you got to like
Tell you what,
take it like that.
this would be the way to go. I think. Muzzle Poppy. If you
Yeah.
have any small whatever you're introducing, just to take
True.
that off the
I
table.
need to. Because I used to do that with her with like babies, because she'd get weird around babies and get a little snippy, but
Yeah.
you know, like because she was freaked out. So
But
muzzle will be fine.
That'll chill you out, and then just see how it develops. You know, I mean, puppy will be fine.
It's not. I mean, it's not going to hurt her. And there are people right now that are shouting at their listening device, going, "Muzzle!" Listen, man, freaking. What else are you going to do?
What, like if it's a bad thing?
Yeah.
Why?
Trust me, there are people who think that there are organizations that think that having pets is a bad thing. Like, all the pets should be able to roam free. And I get,
That makes
the whole, like,
perfect sense.
having wild horses, but
You
like
can't have dogs running around like that.
You're against us owning our dogs that we have right now? And
Yeah,
like, because you're oppressing that dog. And you'd be like,
Okay.
well,
All
that's
right. Well,
nuts.
That'd be crazy. Because dogs wouldn't exist.
yeah, they're not surviving on their own. Not how we've got them.
Like in the wild, maybe, but people in the
screwed
cities are
them.
just, if you got wild dogs running around, they're gonna put an end to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also just kind of like talking on my ass, but I've heard this enough that I believe that it's true.
There's always one. I remember working on it was booming
Probably wrong.
an episode of Banshee up in Charlotte area, and Thick had a small part on Banshee, but the sound mixer I was working for, he's a sassy dude, and there was a PETA rep on set that day because there was some animal being used, and I think it was maybe just a horse, but he was asking the rep these questions about like killing a mosquito, for example, like stuff like that. PETA goes, they go a little extreme.
Look, I try to save just about everything. If something's in my house, I don't know if you've heard of Neebs Amazing Bug Envelope.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
That's a great
Yep.
idea.
It works so good. Just the other
So
day,
good.
probably 3 days ago, had a spider in my bathroom. Envelope, give it a little blow.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the envelope, carried
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Mosquito gonna get smacked.
Yeah, mosquitoes
Mosquito
get smacked.
getting smacked.
I kill
Yeah.
mosquitoes. I don't
Yeah.
like to kill other bugs, though.
Yeah, I bring even spiders and stuff. I'll bring them outside these days.
Red ants.
I've come a long
all
way.
day.
Yeah.
All day. Sorry, red
Taking
ants.
them out.
No bueno.
If
Take
there's
them
a
out.
situation where you're like, this thing, I can't get this thing, it's either kill it or it's going to be living in my house. It comes down to, but I give them a chance.
Yeah. I saved a stink bug within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was inside, yeah.
A stink bug in your house?
Mm-hmm.
Stink bugs are cool, man.
And not in grounded.
Not in grounded. No, not at all.
They're not very nice at all. A lot of things aren't nice in grounded.
Yeah, that was my first experience with a stink bug was here. I was doing storm door. We were doing the subcontracting back in the day, and I'm like, "What the hell is this smell?" It just was on my shoulder.
It was on your shoulder.
Like
Just-
just felt
just
threatened.
pooting in your ear.
apparently. Yeah, whatever. Because isn't it a defense mechanism? Like
Yeah,
if they feel
spray.
And the thing was freaky looking too, so I think I knocked it off of me. But when
Yeah.
I saw it again, I was like, "Oh, that's what that was."
Yeah, it's not something you want to just have on your shoulder.
No, but they're docile. They're not aggressive.
Yeah.
Meaning, they don't like bite
Not
you.
in grounded.
No, not in
They're
grounded.
assholes in grounded.
They'll gas you and then start to attack.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're also like, that was on your shoulder. And you want to tell it, you're like, you're on my shoulder.
Right.
He shouldn't be surprised by you. He had to get there.
True. Now I might have been in some bushes or like climbing up where I was like brushing against branches. So
Yeah.
he might have been somewhere else.
Sure.
But
Okay. Boy, ladybugs lucked out, didn't they?
they did.
With that pattern.
Yeah.
Like
And they're-
everyone's like, oh.
have you ever been like kind of bit by a ladybug?
Maybe.
I don't know if it's a bite, but
No.
I remember having a ladybug on me once, and whatever the fuck it did hurt. I was like, you little shit. I think they get too much coddling.
Well,
It's all
they
because they
do.
grew up pretty.
Yep. Yeah, you got that little thing there. People love a ladybug.
I mean,
yeah.
what other bug is there that holds this tradition of like, oh, I found one. I'm going to get it on my finger and show it to everybody in the room and count the dots on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a wish and it's gonna fly in the direction of my future husband.
Never heard that one. Is that a
Wow.
thing?
Yeah.
I got to
What
start
the-
trying that.
Yeah, you best get on that.
If you want to find your next husband.
Right.
Start a little ladybug colony in your house.
And what's the whole, is there any truth to the amount of dots that it has is how old it is?
I
Been
doubt
saying that lie for my whole life.
I mean, good
probably
God.
a
How
lie, I'm
long do you think a
assuming.
ladybug's life is?
I don't know, but the last ladybug that I did see was just a few weeks ago. It probably had like 11.
It's not 11 years old, I'm guessing.
No, but it might be like
11
one for every
dots on that
month.
tiny thing.
It had a ton of dots.
That's
it
a-
was so
it
many
was
dots.
diseased.
Probably not.
That
Maybe
seems
not
crazy.
11, but it might have been 9.
I feel like you can only fit about 5 on there.
That was a diseased
Yeah.
bug, Simon. Okay, listen.
What?
The dot thing's out the window.
Okay, good.
Ladybug generally lives for about 1 year.
Right. It's
got 4 dots on it, so-
could be every month, but anyway,
It's
not every
months
year.
now.
Yeah, I just I changed it beforehand. What's the next? What's the next thing about
Another
ladybugs?
ladybug.
How many dots can a ladybug
I
have
mean,
on
it can span a bit longer, but some might live up to 2 or 3.
But I want to know how many.
What do the dots
spots.
mean?
How many dots can a
No.
ladybug typically have? That's what the whole world wants to know.
That is.
Do the spots on a ladybug mean anything at all?
What's he doing?
Question
What are
mark.
you doing?
I'm doing I've got questions.
All right. Well, then fine. I'll ask
You
my
do it.
device.
Thank God.
What is the typical amount of dots that a ladybug has?
It's not tree rings.
No, but I'm just going back to the first thing I brought it. Shut up.
Look at this.
What?
What did I say earlier?
11.
Between 2 and 13.
Wow, 11's in there.
13?
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a freckled
So this
beetle.
Mamma Jam was like oddly filled, like the most I've ever seen in
But
my
I think
life.
5 or 6 would be normal, right?
Maybe.
Somewhere in the middle.
So we can say you're right in some way.
All right, so
Yes.
I want to
so
feel good about myself.
the dots they're a bright visual warning to predators, right?
Uh-huh.
That it tastes bad or is toxic. And you know what, all you ladybug lovers? These markings combine with a foul-smelling yellowish fluid they release when threatened.
I love how you changed your voice. Vile, yellow.
I just feel like they
fluid.
get too much love, and I've never gotten over the fact that one hurt me that one time.
They
well,
really
it didn't really
do.
hurt, but
Do you
it
think
wasn't pleasant.
Do you think if a cockroach had bright shiny red wings with
Beautiful,
black dots on it,
just-
black dots, that people would love cockroaches? Even though they're really crawly and fast. Their legs are creepy. But
Oh,
so
man.
was a
Creepy
ladybug,
They
I
are
bet.
creepy, man.
If they were if you could
If they
see
were
their legs
bigger-
better.
Oh my God! Add cockroach legs to a ladybug.
Oh yeah,
The undercarriage of a ladybug, I bet's pretty gross.
it is guaranteed, and we are all seeing that round, that nice half round, which is a nice design for a bug.
Yeah.
You
But what's
know?
in their heart?
Give props to the big designer up there.
I think maybe hands down, if I were to guess the okay, I'll throw this around the room. Pretty common question. You get asked a lot. Flipping over one living creature on the planet, what's the most unpleasant underside?
A cat.
A what?
I love that. It's not only the answer, but how quick it came. The inflection. All right, I have an answer.
I do too.
Okay, so we have cats.
Do you have a real answer?
A horseshoe crab?
Yep, that was my answer.
Yeah.
answer.
That was my answer. Wow, all three of
Holy
us.
Shit.
They're They're like Predator
That's-
under there, aren't they?
That's impressive that we all three had that.
Yeah, and
Shit, yeah, it'll change your. It's
I
fucking-
would have never known that they existed if I didn't flip them over on the beach in the town that I grew up in. So where did you guys?
I've only seen dead ones, I think.
And you, but where?
Washed
Oh,
up
you
on a
mean-
beach.
Okay.
With Abstro, actually, because his parents live up the coast.
Okay.
And we took the boat out to an island, and they were on the beach, but they were dead. And we flipped them over, like, ugh,
I think
gross.
me seeing a living one, because you don't want to see that shit move either. But it was at one of the aquariums. I don't remember which one. I don't think it was Fort Fisher, but it might have been the one in Chicago. But I just remember the first time was at an aquarium
Okay,
that I saw a
yeah.
living one flipped over. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that freaked me out as
Luckily,
a kid.
their backs look okay, though.
Yeah, that covers a
backs
lot
look
of.
fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw them. They were pretty plentiful, like on the little beach that was in my town. So it was like when saw them dead all the time, but often found them alive, and then would kind of fling them around,
Yeah.
which wasn't very nice.
I guess a lot of people don't look good, too, when you roll them on their bellies and everything's out there.
Oh, I look awful.
What? Roll them on the what?
Just saying.
Yeah, when you have me like on my back, exposing my belly
And everything else.
and everything else, I don't look. I
I
would.
mean, I've seen you at a
not-
pool, dude. You know, like
Well, I mean, down there, the whole package.
All that. Just
No,
out.
I mean, cats. Cats are adorable. I don't
You
know
smelled
what you're
his
talking
fingers?
about.
just
but
all the time.
little cat belly.
Smell your fingers.
It's cute, I'm
Oh,
sure.
especially the chubbier. Oh, just a fluff ball.
I had two cat. Like they weren't mine, but my brother had. So I lived with two kittens for maybe about a year.
And those
before
kittens were kittens for 12, 13 years.
Yeah, it was crazy. And they were so wild. I don't know where my brother probably found them, but I don't know where they came from, but they were so wild that they ended up escaping, which is probably my
Also, the
brother's-
door was open.
probably. I mean, yeah, I had nothing to do with it, but
Yeah.
it was a nightmare. I mean, they got like,
They were a
really,
nightmare.
They were just very wild, and it was a small basement that we were both living in.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like they were jumping all over each other and all over us, and they were very active.
They can, like I've stayed at people's houses before, and they had cats, and it'll just like jump on your head while you're sleeping.
And that's
That's
It's
what
not-
we used to get with these
Yeah.
too, because they were playing with each other.
Middle of the night.
Yeah, or whenever, like just watching TV.
Kitten phase.
Like dogs are always about a nap,
yeah, but then cats love a nap too. They do wake up a lot more
Yeah.
at night.
but like puppies can be a little challenging in the first, I don't know, few months. But usually they're like, all right, let's go to bed. I want to sleep some more.
And I also think if I get a dog, that if I get one that's going to be bigger, and when it's a puppy, it's already around the same size as Poppy.
Safer.
Yes.
Do you think you might get a big dog?
If I were to get a dog, I'd want to get probably a medium-sized dog. Yeah, like maybe 45 pounds or
I love
50
big
pounds.
dogs.
That's big.
Yeah, I would consider that medium, but maybe not.
Yeah, because there's bigger dogs than that.
Exactly.
So
I
it
mean,
wouldn't be
like,
large.
45, 50. It's pretty common. Like even a golden retriever will be like 85 pounds.
I forget what Emily weighs,
Or
but
more.
she's definitely medium.
Yeah, I would assume that she weighs.
She weighs like 8 pounds.
She does not weigh 8
9
pounds.
pounds.
What?
No,
9
no. She's probably
30?
what? Really? And I would guess. Yeah, probably because she's pretty tall.
She's built like a stork.
Mm-hmm. She is a stork. Yeah.
Twig legs.
Yeah.
We babysat a dog twice now, and I love this dog. And I don't have a dog right now,
Yeah.
but like if something happened to these people that own it,
You want that dog.
I could be its godparent.
Right.
I thought about writing up some paperwork and presenting it to them.
Yeah.
It's not
Just
a bad.
going, hey, if something happens to you,
Yeah.
this is my dog.
There's nothing weird about saying that. Like, hey, listen, when you die, have it in writing
This is my dog.
that I have your dog.
And man, that same thing can happen with a cat. Because I don't think I brought this story up, but the dude that lived above us a couple years ago and he commits suicide, we watched his cat until his dad came. And after that night with that cat, I was like, this cat's amazing. It's exactly what you'd want in a cat. Like,
Right.
just a totally chill, wasn't like overweight or anything. It was an all black cat and just a cool fucking cat. Got along with everything. And then this dude's dad took it. But I felt the same as like, I'll take this cat. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we didn't need another animal by any means. That would have been 6.
Right. Right.
But I was like fine with it, you know?
Right.
Do you want to like foster some animals? And that's a test drive. You just test drive the dog or cat.
I've thought about it, but not that much. But it would be a good.
It's another good option. We're
good
throwing good
option.
options at them.
Oh yeah, no, I like the options.
Muzzles and adoptions. Or not adoptions. What's it called?
You foster it.
Fosters.
They have these dogs that are looking for adoption, and you're like, all right, I'll take them for a week while you're looking, or a couple of days or whatever.
Yeah.
You can go, okay, I don't really vibe with this dog. Let's send this one back.
Little test runs.
Right. With Poppy, I would be more nervous unless they were breeds that are known to be very
Docile.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing because
Two
some of
muzzles.
the best. I'm sure some of the best dogs, if not most of them, might be mutts.
Yeah.
It's a good thing Poppy can't understand what we're saying right now.
It's yeah. Unless you go.
Oh, honey. Oh,
And then he'll keep doing it too.
Oh my God. He doesn't know what else to do. He gets all weirded out. It's just natural.
yeah. Man, I'm not gonna forget this. I always think that he really does like her, but no.
No, he doesn't like her.
Next time he does it, we're all gonna have this inside thing where we all look at each other and go,
shake our heads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This has never been said out loud before today.
How funny would it be to see if we're in a situation where he's with his father and a dog approaches or so, and they both do it.
it runs in the family.
That'd be awesome.
It would be pretty impressive.
Isn't it great when you have an inside thing like that? Like, remember Matt? Do you know what I'm talking about right now?
Oh, what did he do?
And he would laugh every time.
What his little dude.
Oh yeah,
He had this little fart noise he would do with his
never
mouth.
ending.
yeah,
Kind of put his head to the side a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah. A little
Put
bit of
a
a
hand up.
smile.
Even a hand up.
Yeah, he did that
Yeah.
and just laugh
And it was funny. Like
It
like
was.
when he did it, it was funny.
because he enjoyed it so much. He
Right.
made it infectious.
But it became that.
The laugh kind of made me laugh a little bit because it was like you can't believe he's doing it, but it's funny.
It was like
silly.
almost like he was throwing a fart to someone else, like to blame it on them.
Yeah.
But then after months or years of this
Years.
happening,
Yeah.
we kind of talked about it
Yeah.
like this. We had a little session.
Yep.
And then next time he did it, he was, we always kind of giggle a little bit, but this time we were really laughing because we had talked about it. And then that like fed his laugh and it became like the biggest laugh.
He's so proud of himself. And that might have been a tick. What a weird tick that would be,
That sure would.
for all we know.
I hope he's still doing it.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
Yeah.
want to think of a world without him doing that.
I can't even try to imitate it.
I guess he was
Oh my
better than
gosh.
most. That's probably what drew him to it.
And that really vibrated my
Oh, you didn't
upper
like
lip
that
there,
feeling,
and
did
it,
you?
It was made it very itchy.
You didn't like
immediately. What the fuck?
You got to be careful when you do that. Don't try that at home, guys.
No.
I can't even come close to doing it. Did y'all have a good holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love a mild holiday.
It's wonderful.
Like, not traveling, not like cooking tons of food.
Yeah.
Just,
Right.
Just eat like you regularly do.
Yeah.
So Christmas lunch was turkey sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Panini press, turkey, like some tomato, some avocado, and some cheese.
Yeah.
Psh, 2 of those and whatever. That was lunch. Dinner, Dave & Buster's.
Yeah. And you didn't play one game. That let me down a bit.
Yeah, I didn't
But-
play,
Yeah, that kind of let me down too. We could talk about this now.
but I had 3 old fashions,
Yeah, there you go.
and that was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we walk in there. Well, like they're open. We're like, we don't feel like cooking all day, and we're gonna go to a movie. I wanted to see Song Sung Blue.
Yeah.
It was about sold out. All they had was front row, and we're like, no, we're not doing
Can't
front
play
row.
that game.
right.
We ended up seeing Anaconda, which is okay.
Yeah.
And then we're like, hey, the movie theater was right beside Dave & Buster's, so we're like, hey, we'll watch the movie. We'll jump over to Dave & Buster's. They're open. Maybe we'll play some games, and we'll eat dinner, and this will be the best Christmas ever.
Right.
Anyway, I had to go to a different movie theater away from Dave & Buster's.
It added
Then
a
back to
layer.
Dave & Buster's. We had a reservation. Yep.
So that worked out. What did you end up getting to eat?
Salmon, a bit dry.
Right.
Green beans were on point, and the old fashions were great.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't opt for the salmon at Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, but
No, I get
What
it.
were the
Give it a
options,
shot.
though? That's the thing. It's like they should have
Well,
more
burgers
salmon there.
and
I know.
French dip and
He's not really.
I
what is
usually
it?
get it.
I usually like chicken or fish.
yeah,
Right.
They probably have a decent chicken sandwich.
Yeah, but you know what? Chicken's dry. Don't even get me started.
I'm not
it's so
gonna.
easy to have a dry
I'm not
fucking
gonna.
chicken sandwich.
But it was packed in there.
Yeah,
Well, for Christmas, when you said it was open, I was very surprised.
Yeah,
It's like
everybody
they-
wanted to go.
Fucking corporate's like, fuck them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but at the same time, if I owned a place like this, it'd be like, listen, there are plenty of people who want double time. Because I think for shit and even certain shit like that, it's like, you know what? It's on a day that everyone is off.
Yeah.
Why not? Like time and a half
And
isn't
even-
exactly enough.
Even more because, like, obviously movies is a huge deal on those days. You just want your kids to fucking do something. Dave and Buster's is the perfect answer. It makes all the sense that they're open on
Yeah.
Christmas or days like that.
I walked around and looked at the games. I'm like, man, none of these are as good as what I got on Steam right now.
Not even close, but it's a different experience when you get the tickets
I
and
tell
the
you,
whole, like,
no.
I never really gave a shit about
When
that.
you walk in, pretty much straight back when you go back to the to your right, straight back in the far left corner of all the games, 4-seater shooter.
Okay.
But your seats move a little bit.
Oh, really?
Just a little bit. And there's like all these scenarios like the crazy carnival and all this stuff. It's pretty impressive fun.
Okay.
Yeah, like we sat with a couple friends when we were there last time, and let's say there were 6 scenarios. We didn't get up until we did all 6. We were like, we're staying here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll have
There's
to try
some-
that
there's
one.
some
You know?
fun shit there.
Okay, that's good to know because I haven't gone there yet
Yeah.
here. So I'll look for that one.
That's fun. And it's probably, for all I fucking know, 15 years old. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a decade old. I don't know. It's like the graphics aren't, anything.
That's about how old GTA is.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So there is one game I think everybody loves in a place like this, and that's the basketball Connect 4.
Yeah.
That's a winner.
It is
Yeah.
a winner.
Yep.
I do like that. Over the weekend I played a bounce. It was a tabletop game of that with bouncing balls.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, which I thought was fun.
The do you know when you walk in they got like that the old the fighting one that's like the first game by the door
The
there.
MMA.
MMA shit.
I saw it. Yeah.
I had to try it. It was horrible.
Really?
Maybe I was horrible.
It wasn't
You
fun.
might have been.
No, it was horrible. And plus, you're on display right there in the front. You know,
Right.
look like an idiot.
You're the
So what do
entertainment.
you mean you're like doing this full body shit in like VR?
No, it wasn't VR.
So, okay,
they had
so-
the pads out there, like these circle pads that
And you have to punch them and oh wow, yeah, I wouldn't be doing that.
I just had
I'll
to
hurt
try
my
it.
wrist.
I had to try it.
Good for you.
And it
was
wasn't fun.
Shit, it was garbage.
That sucks.
Yeah, maybe it's. I don't think it is.
Well, back. I'd like to know what the name of that game is you enjoyed.
I don't remember what it's called.
Maybe we should all go together.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do that.
I mean, I think doing something like that as a competition would be a lot of fun.
Competition?
Yes, whoever gets the most tickets and
Oh,
however you're
tickets
doing
competition.
it. So it's just like you could go out there, you could find your game, you're in the zone, you could stick with it, you could bounce around. They got a lot of bullshit around there. I mean, that'd be a lot of fun. That could be probably an easily done live action thing too with
1 hour.
right.
Who gets the most
who's
tickets?
getting the
1
most
hour,
tickets?
$500. Who gets the most tickets?
We'll go beast with this shit.
That
But,
would be a lot
I
of
know
fun.
I know exactly. I don't even know what to call it, but I know what ticket game I'm going to.
Okay, describe the game.
I can't remember. I just know where it is and what it looked like.
Okay, that's
There were
something.
colors involved, like colored balls. But I fucking gangbusters there.
Is
That's
there
what-
any prize there that you would want?
Yeah, I got a flask,
A flask.
and we got a
Okay.
karaoke microphone.
God.
A
Y'all
gold-
needed one bad. The wooden spoon.
Well, that's what we generally go for when we pull it up on the TV, like
Yeah.
YouTube karaoke songs.
Right.
When we're at that point of the night, that's when we bust out the wooden spoons and.
So, but this thing that you have is like something that has batteries.
Oh, it's got a
or
little
something?
speaker in it and lights on it and stuff. Yeah, I put batteries in it.
Oh,
but
that's
I got that in a flask just from what I scored on that one game.
Wow, he's good.
I was
Yeah.
really good at that one game.
The first time, have you ever been to an arcade and you were disappointed after a while?
Almost
like-
every time.
Okay. The first time I ever experienced that, because when I was a kid, I was like, man, first you only have like 3 quarters or something. You're like, all right, I gotta choose wisely. Which game am I gonna?
Right.
Which 3 games? I'm not playing that 50-cent game because that's
Yeah,
then I'm only playing
one of the
one
game.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Then I gotta find a 25-cent game.
Yeah.
So I was an adult at this point. Had more money than I did when I was like 8, And I was in Vegas waiting for a flight, and I'm like, hey, they got an arcade. I'm going to go over here. And I got like, I don't know, $30 worth of like tokens.
Right.
And then after like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to spend all this or not. I think I got too many tokens.
Yeah.
This isn't as fun as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Some can let you down. I see that.
Yeah.
And my brain was like, what are you doing? Get back in there, champ.
Yeah. Like,
It's supposed to be fun.
like, I'm so old. Like, man, I really just like played a lot of skee ball. You know, it's been around since like the
I'll keep
30s.
it busy, yeah.
I mean, I like that, but like pinball and shit, and like there weren't a lot of video games. Like I like to play Centipede. I was playing Atari over the weekend. I wish they had those in the arcade. But yeah, there weren't a lot of games I was real good at.
There was one cool arcade back in my young 20s when I'd go see one of my best friends, Bays, out in Orange County, California. There was a nickel arcade, and it was a big arcade, like kind of like a warehouse, and it was packed, and all the games were in nickel. So,
Good
which
God.
was nice.
Yeah.
Tons of games, and you just walk around with a pocket full of nickels and play your heart out. That was dope. I wonder if that still exists.
great.
Probably not. I don't see how that was sustainable, really.
No,
I don't know.
especially today.
Yeah, no.
Can't get anything for a nickel.
Like the
Nah.
one arcade we used to go to pretty regularly was Nathan's. It was like a Nathan's restaurant.
The hot dog place?
Yeah, it was like a Nathan's fast food joint, you know.
Yeah.
It was big and it had a little arcade attached to it. So that probably had like maybe 40
Yeah.
like games.
It's a good
so it was like,
marriage.
yeah, it was pretty cool. It was like the first time that I'd seen that cartoon game.
Dragon's
Yes.
Lair.
Yep.
Yeah, that was I remember distinctly being there, being like, oh, that's cool, and it was $1 probably or 75 cents. And it was like, yeah, like you. I played a lot of pinball.
Pinball I love.
Yeah,
Dragon's Lair, you could never tell if you were actually playing the game.
No, nobody could. It was fun to watch people play it that knew what they were doing because you're just watching a cartoon.
You're like, am I controlling this? I don't feel like I'm
have
controlling
no idea.
this.
No idea.
Am I just watching this happen?
Yeah.
yeah. My favorite pinball machine, and I would love to own it. And apparently, it's a rare one. The Addams Family.
Oh yeah, great
the
one.
movie. Like that particular one, I loved, and it's particularly expensive.
Sure.
How much?
Well, I don't know. I'll look right now.
Man, I know a dude, one of our friends, you guys have met her. She's a lawyer. The dude she works for, he's a good guy. He's got a pinball collection at his place.
How big is
I've
his
not
place?
seen it. I don't know what room, but I know he's got like maybe 6
Okay.
machines as far as I know. But one of them is a wooden. He's got like an old wooden one. He just likes the craftsmanship behind it, and that's American made. Pinballs
Yeah.
are from America. Yeah, they're neat. That's a cool piece of machinery right there. It's like almost like a good watch.
As a kid, like I think I met 1 or 2 people that had an actual arcade or pinball machine in their house.
Yeah, my godfather had one.
And I thought, oh my God.
You are rich.
I didn't know you could do that. And how much
Like,
money
you're
do
like,
you
that's
have?
got to be against
Yeah,
the law,
my uncle
right?
had one too,
Yeah.
and he had air hockey and a full size pool table.
What a great uncle.
It was like he wasn't related, so
Oh. Why'd you call him your uncle?
close.
That's what he asked him to call him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah, you didn't have family members that were like close enough. Like I have 3 sets of aunts and uncles that were none of them were blood related, but they'd be like you call them like I knew them since I was a kid, so you'd say aunt.
Yeah, no,
Or
never
uncle.
had that.
Yeah.
No.
This Addams Family machine is this particular one is 16 grand,
Holy shit.
and it's the one that I
Yeah.
was talking about.
Wow.
But I bet there's a lot of like cheap ones.
There got to be that are
Yeah, but they were still more expensive than others, I believe.
the one my godfather had was called Big Red,
Big Red.
and I'm going to see how much that's worth.
Like the gum.
No, it wasn't gum. I have no idea what it was based on.
I liked Big Red. That was another thing, like we were talking about, a very extreme flavor.
It's a bit spicy. It's almost
Oh,
spicy a little bit.
It was. That was my favorite part. That first kick of spice. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, I really liked it. And then, after, as soon as it just faded, I was like, all right, that's okay.
Done with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'd chew it, but it was like, I was there for the zing.
The zing.
I'm not going to find
Ain't no
this
thing
here.
without that
No
zing.
idea.
That's right. Well, hey, what's your zing? because we're zinging out of here.
We are. It's time to eat.
That's what we're doing.
But also, we hope this came out after New Year's.
Yeah.
We hope you had a great New Year's.
Happy New
Yeah.
Year.
Make this a great one.
Yeah.